Hello everyone and welcome back to FPL Royals. My name is George and today I'm bringing you a transfer tips video to help you boost your overall rank, get those green arrows and win those mini leagues. Now, you're in the right place because my best finish is in the top 9,000, so I like to think I know what I'm talking about. Currently this season I am top 700,000 and it's going very well. So today I'm going to give you some transfer tips. So here we go. Let's get right into it, guys. So first of all, some players you should hold. Bruno Fernandes, right? First of all, if you have him, keep him because in a game like Chelsea, he could definitely get defcons and he can also get those penalties in that game because in the big ones, that's when you tend to get those tense moments where there is a penalty or two. So hold him up until game week 8, then maybe look to sell because I think the fixtures get a bit more tricky there. He's got Liverpool away game week 8, Brighton's not so easy. Nottingham Forest, who knows by that point. Maybe he will be a hold by then because maybe against Brentford and Sunderland he'll do so well. People want to keep him and that's fine. But I'd actually say if you have him, hold him. I don't see a reason to bring him in. So we will move on to the next player, which is going to be Salah. Now, what do I think of Salah? I got rid of him in my wildcard team last week, so I'm going to tell you guys to sell him. Sell Mo Salah. He just does not look the same with his threat. The only reason he has an XG of 0.79 in this game, for example, against Burnley, is because he got a penalty, right? And so, look at his other games, 0.05 XG, that's against Arsenal, but like, look against Newcastle, 0 expected goals. He's not the same this season, and you need to switch to Haaland ASAP. If you can't do it on a wild card, then maybe it's just a matter of waiting for 2 or 3 free transfers to reshuffle those funds around, but get Salah out, get Haaland in, you guys. Now, another player I want to talk about, because he's very high owned, is Mohamed Kudus. Now, Kudus, in my eyes, does not have much goal threat, okay? So, against West Ham, it looks quite good, 0.47 XG, that's not bad for a game. Not bad at all. But the thing is, they were down to 10 men, and I'm pretty sure that big chance came very late when they already had 10 men. The game was over, done, dusted. In general, he does not have much goal threat. Like, look through all these games, 0, 0, 0.06, that's just not good enough. And sure, he got the 2 assists against Burnley, but that's Burnley. Like, this guy is a brilliant player. The way he carries the ball, his playmaking abilities in the sense that he'll get the key passes, he'll get the occasional cross as well, but is he going to get those assists, those big chances? Every now and again, but not frequently enough to justify 31% of the game owning him. That was just, shiny toy syndrome there. Oh, there's a new player to buy, let me just buy him because he's new. It's silly. Sell Kudus, move on to someone else. I'd recommend maybe a Reinders, an Enzo Fernandez, even an Elliot Anderson, just pretty much anyone but Kudus. Save some funds on that position even. If Ismail Assar comes back, get him. Do not get Kudus. Now, we've talked about a few sells and we talked about holding Fernandez. Let's talk about buying Semenyo, right? And first of all, respect to this guy, because if you remember, game week 1, away at Liverpool, he got racially abused. And then he scored 2 goals. Like, the mental strength that this guy must have to do that. Just respect, man. Like, you got to bring him in. 40% owned. He's only going to rise in price. If you have the funds, if you have the free transfer, maybe this week it's not best to take a hit for him. Next week against Leeds away, that could be a good one. Even though Leeds look fairly solid, but it's Semenyo, guys. His underlying numbers are great. The eye test, it's all there, guys. So buy Semenyo when you can. Right. So moving on to Reinders. Now, he does have a tricky fixture coming up, and it's been a bit underwhelming recently. 2 points, 2 points, 3 points. But look at the fixtures after Arsenal. Burnley at home, Brentford away, Everton at home. Now, Pep Roulette may strike, but I think for this little run of fixtures here, you got to hold him. There's probably so much more you could be doing in your team than selling to Johnny Reinders, and yeah, just honestly, guys, I'd hold on this one. He's the type of player who could probably pop up with a couple against Burnley. We don't know. But these things are hard to predict. But if I'm giving you my honest advice, hold Reinders until game week 8 at least, then assess. Okay, guys. So Isak, the big guy, where is he? He's on the next page. He is here. Isak. Do not buy Isak. The reason for that? He's not fully fit. That's it. If he was fully fit, he'd be in everyone's team, and rightfully so. So, to me, this is just about holding out for his minutes improving. Even when he gets like 65 minutes, you could probably have him in. He's probably better than most players to home. But here's the thing. You want those players who are match fit and match sharp as well. So, Isak... yeah, he could have instant impact in that Merseyside derby. He could just come off the bench, score a goal, even two. Like, that's the kind of guy he is. He could do that in 10 minutes. We don't know. It's hard to predict, but I say, based on my experience in FPL, wait. Just wait. Just wait. If you own him, obviously just keep him, because he will eventually start and bang in the goals. But, yeah, he will be good. But just wait. Just be patient. It's a patient game. It's a patient game. Now Cole Palmer, he returned with a goal against Brentford, and I believe he's on the previous page because he did not drop too much in ownership. He's still at 20% ownership. And so Cole Palmer, I think you should not buy him. And the reason for that, he's just come back from injury, so he may be struggling to get full match fitness at the moment. He's also got Bayern Munich in the Champions League today. As I'm recording this, it is Wednesday. So guys, you'd want to just hold off on him, maybe up until this Sunderland fixture. Then the fixtures get nice, so we can maybe start looking at Cole Palmer, doing that nice sort of celebration, banging in the goals, banging in the pens, banging in everything. But anyways, guys, moving on to the next topic. I want to talk about Crystal Palace defenders because they've been so solid defensively. They've been incredible, and I really appreciate this team. A bit too many draws, but are undefeated so far. And of course, they won the Community Shield against Liverpool. So Daniel Munoz, he is my recommended pick for the Crystal Palace defenders, mostly because of his goal threat, guys. He really does have amazing goal threat, and for a defender, of course, a wing back. And he will get assists, he could get the occasional defcons, and the clean sheets, of course. Now, if you don't want Daniel Munoz, I believe Guehi is 4.6, maybe even 4.7 at this time. I won't bother checking, but you can check yourself. Chris Richards, these are good picks from Crystal Palace. And to go through some more defenders, first of all, if you're looking for a goalkeeper, I'd actually recommend Vicario. Spurs look really solid defensively, and Vicario has always been a great shot stopper. But if you're looking at defenders, I recommend Pedro Porro at 5.6 million for his extra goal threat and assist threat. But if you can't quite afford that, I think Mickey van der Ven is your guy. 4.7 million. Look at these fixtures. I mean, Villa can't score. Leeds newly promoted, they're not scoring much. Wolves at home, that should be a clean sheet if you've watched that this season. Everton aren't the most threatening team going forward. They're very solid, of course. That could be a clean sheet. Brighton away will be tricky. I think that could be difficult. So, I think if you are looking for a defender, don't overlook Spurs, okay? Vicario, Van der Ven, Porro, even Romero if you want. So, guys, there's really good options in defence. We obviously talked about buying Semenyo earlier, but if you want a cheaper option, you could go Elliot Anderson at Nottingham Forest. I do expect Ange to get the most out of him in the attacking sense, and I do still think he will get those defcons. So, guys, Anderson, Burnley away, Sunderland at home, I believe it is. I think you should get him if you're looking for a budget option, that is. Maybe there's more important things to do in your team. That's for you to decide. So, okay, guys. There's a few strikers I want to talk about bringing in. Potentially. Now, if you don't have João Pedro, I'd recommend just going for João Pedro, because everyone's getting the points from him. He's the second highest scoring forward after Haaland. Of course, you need to get Haaland in ASAP. And, guys, I want to talk about Mateta. If you somehow can't afford João Pedro, or you simply just don't want him, I would still say Mateta's a good option. He's on penalties. He's just that kind of player who he does go through purple patches, but you never know when they're going to strike. And West Ham away, that's proven to be a good one recently. So I'd recommend him if you can't get João Pedro, and if you're not planning on getting Haaland for some reason, you should. But listen, one more. Watermaid. I think that's how you say it, or Watermaid. Something like that. Sorry about that. But he scored on his debut, and he looks really impressive. He's he's definitely going to be that out-and-out striker, right? I mean, Visser is injured, but when he comes back, maybe he'll be in contention. But I just think this is a really interesting pick. Newcastle have so much energy in their team. Like, you see it in the press. They're just relentless, and they're always coming forward, always direct. So yeah, this guy could be game changing. He's kind of like a 10 and a 9 as well, so he could be wonderful. But that's a risky pick, so I will warn you, this is a risky pick. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but if you want FPL to be fun and you want to go with a differential at 2.5%, there's your guy. That's your fun pick. Right. So if you have Watkins, now this is probably the most depressing part of the video. This guy literally hasn't scored or assisted in 4 games. Villa haven't scored a single goal in the league. Am I right about that? Like, did they score against Everton? No, they didn't. It was 0-0, right? So, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you have Watkins, hold him. Because, realistically, I mean, you could go João Pedro, but I'm sure there's more important things to do in your team. And Sunderland away, Burnley at home, Fulham at home. Like, surely, there's got to... They can't go the whole season without scoring, right? If they somehow lose this game without scoring against Sunderland, Unai is probably sacked. Surely, like, this can't continue. Eventually it's got to change, and you've got to keep him up until game week 7, I think. I really do believe that. You just have to grin and bear it. You really do. I truly believe that. Gyökeres, I think wait for more information on Gyökeres. I wouldn't bring him in. And you know, that's mainly because I don't see him getting many chances just yet. I think he's still adapting, and just the eye test isn't really appealing to me at 9 million. So I just wait on him. He's got some tricky fixtures, so just wait. Maybe he does amazing in these games and you want to bring him in for West Ham. Sure, but for now, just don't buy him. Don't buy him. I say avoid. He could just slap me in the face and score, but there we go. Okay, guys. Now Grealish, I brought him in on a wild card last week. I don't regret it, even though he blanked. I think he's going to be good this season, but I'm telling you, don't buy him because he's got Liverpool away at Anfield. That's the hardest fixture he could have, especially in the derby. But then again, it's a derby and anything can happen. But what I'd say is, listen, Grealish is playing Man City game week 8, but he can't play. He will blank. He's guaranteed to blank in game week 8. He cannot play against his parent club. So just wait until after game week 8, after he plays Man City, then you can bring him in. Now, guys, Wirtz, Florian Wirtz, this guy is a new shiny toy, and people just thought, yeah, bring him in. But players need time to adapt, and yeah, guys, the fixtures ain't looking too pretty. Everton may have a green little square beneath it, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's a derby, right? So I say sell, and I'm quite confident on this. Sell this guy. If you have him, sell him for the love of God. Get Semenyo. Easiest transfer of your life. So there we go. Yeah, guys, I believe that is it. I'm just looking at my list real quick, and that is it. So if you enjoyed this video, if you feel like it gave you some inspiration for your team, please drop a like and also subscribe, because there's plenty more content coming soon. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.